Alright, take two. While I was filming this, I was interrupted by a telemarketer, but anyway. This will be a short video, and as most of y'all watching, especially everybody that's followed me for a while, can probably already pretty much figure everything I'm going to say and points I'm going to make and all that stuff. But this here is my happy place. Even though it's a lot of work, a lot of stuff that needs to get done, and pretty much never is it all done. We got the cows over there eating on some hay. But out here on the farm, it's where I like to be. It's peaceful to me. I enjoy doing the work. It's not like work. Sometimes it gets tiresome doing things, but I always enjoy doing it. A lot of people like to take off and get away from home and go to a beach somewhere or go here and there or whatever, but not me. Right here is where I enjoy being at. A lot of times I don't get to enjoy it as much as I'd like to because it's always so much to do, and we can all sense something's over the horizon. There's, a list as tall as I am of things that can go wrong and most likely will go wrong. It's a question of which one, what order it will be in. So for the last going on 2 years, we have been pushing as hard as we can, especially financial. I could use a pile of money right now to put up some more fence, but fencing ain't cheap these days. But anyway, we're trying to tackle it as best we can. There's always, it's one of the biggest challenges for me is prioritization. That's a very important thing, preparedness wise, and it is farming and homesteading, which farming and homesteading is more or less the same thing to me. What I consider our homestead and our farm is a small traditional style farm, trying to raise our own food and provide for ourselves, not so much the big ag farming of the thousands of acres and 1,000 head of cows and all these big crops and all. I mean, that would be cool. I would enjoy doing it, but we couldn't handle that much the way we operate. We are pretty much all organic. I mean, when we have a cow sick or goat sick or something, we'll give them, medicine, penicillin, vitamin B, worm medicine, things like that. But other than that, we try to stay as organic as possible. Even our hay that we feed, we hadn't fertilized in a few years, but we probably will put some lime down, maybe some fertilizer this year. But we'd like to move away from that and be able to do all compost, but we just don't have that amount of compost at the time. And we just started doing this recently. So we started doing the homestead going on 2 years ago, early 2020. But we didn't start composting until probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, I'd say. So we it's starting to compost, but we hadn't really made enough to be able to make a difference yet. But anyway, I guess I'm starting to ramble now. But going back to the organic, all of our garden, we put some fertilizer on it, 10 10 10, but that's it. There's no pesticide of any kind sprayed on it, and we want to do our animals as organic as possible. The chickens that we butchered, they haven't had anything but food and water. No antibiotics, no hormones, no nothing. It's all pure meat. That's what we want to do. That's what I feel like God's calling us to do, is to get back to the land. Because I don't believe that the way we're living now as a society is how we were designed to live. If you go back to the Garden of Eden, when God put man in the garden, his job was to tend the animals and tend the garden. Was it not? That is how we're supposed to live. All of the ancient societies were agricultural based. Now we want to be industrial, I guess you would call it. Everything is, skyscrapers and airplanes. Well, you can't eat them things. And I'm not, hating on the big time farmers. Because in this society we need them, because not everybody wants to farm. Hey, it's starting to rain. We could use some of that here. But not everybody is wanting to do their part and farm their own food. They want somebody else to do it for them. So instead of a lot of small farms and people doing it themselves, you have to have these huge, pretty much corporation farms. And for them to meet the demand, they have to use all of these new age farm things with the pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, hormones, antibiotics, all this crap that we're not supposed to be eating, these chemicals. So I guess that's about all I got for this one. Keep talking much longer. It won't be a short video like I promised, but maybe it's something for you to think about. Stay prayed up, prepped up, and strapped up. See you.